Excellent. And moving on to the stage of the process that candidates often find the most daunting, the assessment centre. So with your assessment centres, are they all held centrally? I mean, where could people expect to have the assessment centre?
Yeah, we're as a business, we're quite we are decentralised. So each region will have its own local head office. So that's usually in one of the major towns or cities that are within that region. So it could be in Leeds, Cardiff, just outside London, just outside Manchester. So anywhere around the UK where we try and hold those assessment centres. And I think, yes, it is quite daunting, but it's also a stage where we have invested a lot of time into a candidate. So as an employer, we don't want to trip people up because there's been a lot of time investment both from the business and from the talent acquisition team to get this person to that stage. So that's one of the things that some candidates really, that's one of my tips, is don't think that the employer is trying to trip you up at that stage. They've invested in you and they really want to hire you. So don't be, I know it's easy to say, but try not to be nervous at that particular stage. And you've learned a lot about enterprise when you get to that stage, and it's really just using all of the information that you've gathered from your interviews, from your research, from your time in the branch to really help you in that assessment centre. And there's nothing on the day that you wouldn't know, if that makes sense. So everything that we do and discuss and talk about, all the candidates should have an understanding of it, of what to expect. So again, no real surprises. And it's just a great opportunity to network and meet different people within the business. But yeah, it is one of those, the assessment centre, I think, is just, with the name itself, it just creates nerves. But those people that are really successful go in there and adjust themselves and make sure that they enjoy it, they have fun, and just take all of the information that they've learnt and gathered over the process so far and put that into practice on that particular day.
One of my previous guests, and forgive me, I can't remember exactly who it was, but had a really nice analogy for the assessment centre not being the stage for you to be ruled out. It's a stage for you to rule yourself in. So you're not in competition with the other people there. It's just about showing what you can do. As you said, they're not looking to trip you up. They're not looking for you to make mistakes. They want to help you to, if you're the right candidate for them.
I know, because, on our team, they've worked hard to get a candidate to that stage in the process, as well as the candidates worked hard themselves. So the name is in our title. We're graduate recruiters. So we want to recruit people into the business because, that's only going to help us be more successful. And what I will add is that for every stage of our process, we've got blogs, we've got case studies, we've got real life examples, we've got inside information, hints and tips on every stage of our process on our website, which all candidates can look at. We put it out over social media. So, if anybody is in the process, then just go to enterprisealive.co.uk and you can read people's own. We've got one which is the Insider's Guide to the Assessment Centre, which is an anonymous blog, but gives people like some hints and tips on those unwritten rules that sometimes people don't always see or understand.
Excellent. And I'll link to everything we discussed, and there'll be a full transcript in the show notes at graduatejobpodcast.com/enterprise.
Perfect.
And one final question on the assessment centre, Ashley. Any tips for the role play part of the exercise?
Yeah, I know that is probably the one where people really do get unstuck on. Again, it's nerves and it's forgetting everything that you've learned. So it is just looking at, we don't expect people to 100% know the ins and outs of our business, or even 10%. It's really just looking at what your philosophy is around customer service and how you would deal with a customer in any given situation. And that's what we're looking at. And if you've spent time, when you walk out of our branches, you will know that our philosophy is we are a customer service driven, environment and culture. And that's really what we're looking for when we're doing one of these role plays. And just even if you ask for feedback yourself at the end of that role play, our employees are more than happy to maybe give you some feedback and coach you and things like that throughout that process as well.